Hi guys, welcome to the High Rise Hostess. I'm Jess. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, thanks for stopping by. So today I wanted to do a little DIY project with you. Chris and I got married last week and I have our bouquet and boutonniere sitting here and they're drying out, and I really wanted to preserve them and not only have them be beautiful the day of, but make them into a memory that we could cherish for the rest of our lives. So I've bought some clay, I've bought a rolling pin and some plaster, and I want to walk you through the steps. So if you're getting married or planning on getting married or looking for a really unique present for a birthday or Christmas presents for friends and family, this is a really unique way to display flowers or any type of mold, a leaf or something that's special and meaningful to you. So I'll show you what I have here and you can make it with me. This is the bouquet. You can see it's kind of drying out and not looking its best. This is a rolling pin, and I've lined the table with some saran wrap so that it doesn't get too dirty. This is the clay that I'm going to be using. So I just ordered this on Amazon. I'll link it below. And then the plaster I have comes with instructions. Again, I ordered this on Amazon and I'll link it. But it's 2 parts water, 3 parts plaster, or 3 parts water, 4 parts plaster, depending on how much you're going to be using. So that's it. That's all we need to get started. I'm going to roll out the clay, and I want it to be thick so when I press the flowers in, there's at least an inch, and it's going to be quite heavy with the plaster. So I also have some metal hanging wire that you can use, or if you have the hanging metal clasps, you can put those as the plaster is drying in the back. I've got everything set up and let's get started. So I know it's a white clay and you probably can't see it well, but I'm gonna take my ring off because I don't want it to get all gunky. Okay guys, this is what we have so far. So I took apart the bouquet. I have the saran wrap on the ready there. This is the square version of what I want rolled out. So I have the bouquet. I took the pieces that I want. I'm going to cover this with saran wrap and then roll it out again. And I have this frame piece here that I'm going to mix the plaster and then use this old frame to pour the plaster into. Okay, so I'm going to take this plastic wrap. Everything's set the way I want it. I think a couple imperfections is okay. I'm not trying to make it perfect. Okay, so we are looking good. Chris and I wrapped the frame in saran wrap, and I've dusted off the residual debris off of the flower, and I used some tweezers to get into the crevices, but it's looking pretty good here. These pieces here I'm going to save and put into the book that I wrote my vows and keep those as some pressed flowers. Food's ready. So yeah, now I'm gonna mix up the plaster and we'll see how this turns out. All right, so I have put the plaster into a plastic container. I have the frame set up over the plaster and the mold, and now I'm going to use 4 parts plaster and 3 parts water. So let's mix her up. You want to add the plaster first and add the water slowly into the mixture, room temperature. Let's pour this baby in. Okay, so that's it. This looks terrible because the plaster dried really quickly. So I could have made another batch of plaster and smoothed it out, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna sand it when I flip it over and peel off the clay. So thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate you standing by me while I ruin my bouquet. Hopefully not. I hope it turns out and it's something that I can cherish forever. But if not, then I've also pressed some flowers in my book of vows, so I'll at least have those if this doesn't turn out. Hi guys. So I have left the mold overnight and it is settled. I'll give you a closer look. I think it still needs some time, but I wanted to go ahead and flip it over and peel off the clay and see how it's setting. It's cold right now, but I'm anxious to see it. I think I'm going to peel back the clay and then let it sit for a couple more days, face up drying. So let's see what happened overnight. Oh no. Well, I just broke it. I think what I'm gonna have to do is put it on a board. Let it sit. So this is the final project. I love it. It's cracked, but I'm gonna have this glued to a board, and then from there put a white canvas around it and paint the entire thing white. I think it turned out as well as it could have. I love the final result. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was as fun for you as it was for me. And if you are getting married or thinking of early Christmas presents or birthday presents for loved ones, my suggestion would be to put that netting in the background. I did not do that when I was filling in the plaster, which is probably why it broke, but I'm going to have it glued to a background afterwards. If you're using it for a garden piece or for a present, you're gonna want it to be a little bit thicker. All in all though, I'm very happy with the way that it turned out. So thanks again for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.